Miss Joanne, the floor is yours.
Good morning to some and good afternoon to others. I bring you greetings from our president, Dr. Rudy Crew, Provost Augustine Okereke, and the entire Medgar Evers College City University of New York family. I also bring you greetings from Dr. Farad Mohammed and many members of the Office of the HBCU Development and International Cooperation. We thank you for the opportunity to be here with you on this inaugural seminar. Congratulations and compliments to the Planning Committee for their hard work and dedication to bring this complex but important work to fruition. Finally, thank you to my colleagues, Dr. Jackie Casato, faculty at the Kenyatta University, and Mr. Larry Young, partner in B&C International, both who collaborated with me on these remarks today. I will speak about the dream, the hope, and the rise of our united future. Let me start with a quote by the late Maya Angelou. Bringing the gifts of my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Many of you will engage in conversations today on the what and how of declining remittances. I want to start with the why today. The why is that many in the diaspora are facing the same plight of compression of the middle class. Globally, technology is creating new opportunities, but many will need to change the way we work to engage opportunities of the future. The dream. My great grandmother was blind and she could not read or write, but she had a vision and an entrepreneurial mindset that one day she would relocate her family from a small Caribbean island to America where her children and her children's children could be educated. I stand before you as the first person in my family to hold any college degree. I was the first, but not the last. All my siblings, and we are an even half dozen, now hold college degrees. Colleagues, we are the dreams of our ancestors. We cannot accept the future as it is written. We must find ways to rethink, re-engineer, and reshape a future that will be sustainable for all, but most importantly, the underserved globally. We must prepare today to answer the tough questions. How can the African Diaspora FinTech collaborating with African FinTech be supported with resources to develop solutions to reduce the cost of remittances to levels consistent with costs around the world? How can the African diaspora entrepreneurs be provided capacity building resources to ensure their U.S. based income is preserved so that they have consistent revenue to send back home to Africa? How can we go beyond the talk? Beyond the discussions to engage and empower diverse stakeholders of Black businesses and universities to communicate, collaborate, and grow successful communities? How can we provide ecosystems to close the funding gap in Africa and to diversify the investment pool? Finally, out of the shadows of a global pandemic, we must be willing to change, for in change, we will reshape a future that has never existed for us. We must not go back to normal. We must hope for a better future. So what is that hope? The hope is in the future of work and entrepreneurship. There is so much creativity, ingenuity, and innovation among us. We can leapfrog and create or mine opportunities where none existed before by collaborating together and with others. The simple fact is that if we create more opportunities by becoming more agile and solving more complex problems, there is greater opportunity to increase remittances. This means that the diaspora and African institutions need to reskill and retool our people at faster rates of change than we have ever known in our histories. We are on the rise. Last year, a group of like-minded individuals met at the inaugural International Summit on Africa and the Global Africa Diaspora at the UN. That same group met again virtually in September. A synergetic commitment to changing the narrative from one of poverty and despair to one of innovation, opportunity, and growth was made. We started with education. It was the visionary Nelson Mandela that said, education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. As we work together today on the challenges of remittances, we are on the rise, my friend. We end much as we started with a dream and a hope for Africa that can no longer be deferred. We must rise. The way forward and the future is ours together. Thank you and enjoy the seminar.